Axiom Lab Innovation Summit 2019.
In order to thrive in the digital world, it is really important to believe that modern technology is mature enough to implement today. You have to believe that. You also need to continuously seek to learn, to understand, and to apply new business models and new technologies. And that technology is moving so fast that so many companies have not even adopted what's currently there. It's already evolving to the next thing, like blockchain. You take quarters and years to build these applications, and then by the time you build them, they're not quite working for your business, and so then you highly customize them, and you have all this self-induced complexity. So no business today can afford to be in a static state because business is changing so quickly. Now you can take one of two actions in this area. You can either be part of building and evolving it, which right now are scientists, engineers, and makers, or you can choose to watch it. And that is perfectly fine. But the idea is you have to believe that this technology is mature enough to actually implement. And a lot of large companies don't believe that. But they are. So are we keeping up? Actually, we're not. Companies are in denial about innovation, that the pace of innovation is inadequate, and that's why companies end up in decline or disappear altogether. The industry that's getting disrupted by this kind of data is actually the insurance industry. And when you then add things like blockchain to the mix, you're now even reducing the cost to deliver insurance. So Morgan Stanley predicts that 80% of the insurance industry is at risk here. And the technology is coming out faster than we can adopt it. And in order to adopt it faster, we have to become continuous learners. We have to be very curious. We have to know that the technology is out there and that it's mature. And we have to have flexible mindsets. Because there are specific things that used to be true that aren't true anymore. And if you don't change your mindset, you won't make the transition. We absolutely should be investing heavily. No matter what size company we are and where we are, we should be investing heavily in digital business. These fundamental technology accelerators that have allowed digital technology to just be in an exponential phase. But it doesn't really do you any good unless you're adopting it. And it's the process accelerators that help you adopt those technologies. There's this rise of platform ecosystems happening. And Breeze is an example of an awesome platform ecosystem in the digital age. It made the human and customer experience better, which motivated people to not use taxis anymore and use Uber, to not use their film anymore and to use digital. That experience is really important. There's a continuous flow of information across your digital twin. By the way, this is a digital twin, right? We can't live without it. So this continuous flow of information is triggering events, often through autonomous agents, and that allows us to either take action or opt into an action. All right, we covered what is the digital world. We covered why it's important to act now. But when you're in a company, a fairly decent-sized company that's been around for a while, it is not easy to make this digital transformation. Traditional business is largely business models that are dependent on legacy applications that take quarters and years to be able to implement. And they're firmly anchored to the ground. And I can tell you that you cannot achieve the outcomes of the digital business by using legacy technology. It cannot be done. And once you do move into getting rid of that legacy technology and moving into digital technology, you will never look back. The second level is digital business. Digital business is up in the jet stream. It's pretty cool because you can change and test digital business models pretty easily. Now, up in the future of business, this is really fun and cool, are some exponential technologies that aren't quite mature yet. But when they are mature, they're going to fundamentally change the way we interact with our world around us. So what are the business outcomes of digital business? Well, I say near frictional business. You really can start doing your business processes, create applications in days and weeks. So that's nearly frictionless business. You're gaining some business model and process velocity that just doesn't exist at the traditional level. And you have a really high speed to value. When we're able to fully start utilizing these technologies, we'll be able to achieve frictionless business, where we can have real-time business models that we can change on a regular basis, automated processes, And value creation can happen so rapidly that you're going to want to have value generation engines to figure it out.
Axiom Lab Innovation Summit 2019.